Hello students, I am Mr. Rajesh Raghunath Chowgule, working as a lecturer in Government Polytechnic, Kolhapur. In previous 2-3 lectures, we have seen introduction to production drawing, its importance, okay, some of the definitions of limit fits, then tolerances, then some definitions about allowances, some definitions of deviations, okay. Then we have solved some examples on limit fits and tolerances. Now today we are going to see a part from the subject, the topic, that is fits, okay. Fits and types of fits, okay. So what is fit? A fit is nothing but degree of looseness or tightness between the two mating parts, okay. uh, it is a degree of looseness or tightness between the two mating parts. Mating parts nothing but first one is the shaft and second one is the hole, okay. As you see in the piston cylinder, it works as a hole, and this is the piston which fitted inside it, okay. It is called as shaft. Now see what are the different types of fits. So first is the clearance fit, interference fit, and third is a transition fit, okay. So you can see in the example to the right side we have shown a first, second, and third. Three views are shown there. So in the first, see, red color is the shaft, okay. Red color object is a shaft and blue colored object is a hole. Now see, there is a, we can see gap between the upper part of shaft and hole, okay. So there is clearance, okay. There is clearance, hence it is called as clearance fit, okay. Then next is the transition fit, or we can say interference fit. What is interference fit? See figure 3. In figure 3, see, the dimension of shaft is greater than dimensions of hole, hence there will be interference in between that mating parts, okay. Hence it is called as interference fit. And what is transition fit? Okay, in transition fit there will be either clearance fit or transition fit, okay, at the time of fitting. So first of all we will see clearance fit, okay. So what is clearance fit? The clearance fit is having gap between two mating parts. It always have gap between two mating parts, okay. So this is the hole, then maximum diameter of shaft will be like this, okay. So here it is the shaft and here it is gap between them, that is clearance, okay. Of course shaft size is small as compared to the hole size. Always shaft size or maximum shaft size will be less than the hole size or minimum hole size. Generally in this type of fit, lower limit of hole is greater than or equal to the upper limit of shaft, okay. What happens? See, this is the shaft, okay. It is having this lower limit and this is higher limit. Then the shaft, then the hole, the minimum level of hole will be higher than the maximum limit of shaft. So see, this is the minimum limit of hole and this is the maximum limit of shaft, and this minimum limit of hole is greater than maximum limit of shaft, so there will be always a clearance fit, okay. This is the tolerance zone and here it is the tolerance zone, okay. So there will be some kind of looseness in between them. So what are the applications? Applications is are tailstock spindle in lathe machine, okay. Tailstock is having some gap with respect to the hole in that uh, lathe machine. Then pivots or door latches, okay. There is clearance fit. See, there are two limits. If this is the hole okay, having this one is the lower limit, this one is the higher limit. And see, this is the shaft, like this shaft is having this much is the higher limit and this much is the lower limit, and this is the tolerance zone. Okay, then see, from first point, lower limit of hole is greater than lower limit of shaft. So see, this is the lower limit of hole. Now see, this is greater than higher limit of shaft, or lower limit of shaft, of course, lower limit of shaft, hence there will be clearance fit. Again, lower limit of hole is greater than upper limit of shaft. This lower limit of hole is greater than upper limit of shaft. This is the sufficient case, okay, from which we can say that there will be always clearance fit. Okay, this is important one. Next, upper limit of hole is greater than lower limit of shaft, is greater than lower limit of, yes, and upper limit of hole is greater than upper limit of shaft, yes, this upper limit greater than this upper limit. Okay, hence then there will be a clearance fit. Okay, now interference fit. Interference fit is observed where the shaft size, okay, the size of shaft, that is upper limit and lower limit, these both limits are greater than the limits of hole. Okay, so you can see this is the upper limit of hole, and above that upper limit there is a minimum level of that shaft. Okay, so there will be interference fit, that is the limits of shaft are greater than limits of hole. Okay, it is exactly opposite to that of clearance fit. Okay, in clearance fit what happens, limits on hole are greater than limits of shaft, so there will be clearance fit. And exactly opposite, limits of shafts are greater than limits of hole, then you will get interference fit. So what happens in interference fit, dimensions of hole and shaft are such that without the interference of external agency, the assembly of hole and shaft is not possible. Okay, so without any external help, we cannot push that shaft into that hole. Okay, so we have to take some help of external agency, so that we can make its assembly. Okay, the condition will be shaft size must be greater than the hole size. Okay, the interference fit will observe when the shaft size will be greater than hole size. Okay, external, so which external energy will be used, or external agency will be used for making the assembly when the shaft size is greater than the hole size? The first one is a force or pressure. Okay, or forging, force, pressure or forging operation will be used, or hammering operation, so that the shaft can be push fitted in the hole. Okay, with the application of force or pressure, we can push fit the shaft into the hole, and we could have that shaft and hole assembly. Okay, or second agency is by heating or cooling. By heating or cooling, we can get shrink fit. Okay, we can heat the hole so that its dimension will increase, and in between that we will push fit or shrink fit that shaft. Okay, so after cooling the uh, that hole, what happened, the hole will try to get its original position. Okay, but due to shaft, it will not comes to the original shape, but uh, it will try to compress that shaft and have a shrink fit. Okay, or by cooling means by cooling we can reduce its dimensions and get the fit. Applications, uh, interference fit is used in non-mating assemblies like bearing bushes fitted onto the bearing housing. Okay, so they are press fitted or by forge they are fitted. Okay, so what happens, the outer diameter of bearing is greater than the hole diameter. Okay, so we are with the help of uh, forging instrument, we are going to fit it inside the hole, so that we will get the assembly of bearing bushes with that bearing housing. Okay, key fitted into the keyways. So key fitted in the keyways. So we are having shaft like this. Okay, and shaft is having keyway like this. Okay, in the side view you will see this is the keyway like this. So if this shaft is fitted onto the this circular hole, okay, having this inside diameter and this is outside diameter, then there will be a slot in between this like this, and in between this there will be a key. Okay, and this key in between the shaft, half in between the shaft and half in between the hole is fitted, and it is fitted with the hammer. Okay, so press fit is used, that is interference fit is used here. Okay, in interference fit what happens? You see, in the interference fit, this is the hole dimension. Just a minute. This is the whole dimension. Okay, this is maximum limit, this is minimum limit. Okay, and for shaft, minimum limit of shaft is greater than the maximum limit of hole, as well as this is the higher limit of shaft, which is also greater than both of these limits on hole. This is the hole, this is the shaft. Okay, so see, lower limit of hole is less than lower limit of shaft. Okay, then lower limit of hole is greater than less than upper limit of shaft. Lower limit of hole, obviously it will less than upper limit of shaft. Then upper limit of hole is less than lower limit of shaft, and upper limit of hole is greater than less than upper limit of shaft. Okay, so it is opposite to the clearance fit. Okay, these are the conditions. So which is the sufficient condition here, so that we can say that it will having interference fit. The sufficient condition is that lower limit of shaft, see, lower limit of, okay, so lower limit of shaft is lower limit of shaft, this one I will note it by another color. Lower limit of shaft, this one, it must be greater than higher limit of hole. Okay, lower limit of shaft must be greater than higher limit of hole. This is a sufficient condition where we will get interference fit. Next, in the transition fit, dimensions of hole and shaft are such that sometimes clearance fit and sometimes interference is produced, is called as transition fit. Okay, so see, I will draw here, see correctly. So this is the hole, okay, having this lower limit, and this is the upper limit, and this is the tolerance zone. Okay, and the shaft is having lower limit which is higher than the lower limit of hole. Okay, and higher limit which is higher than the higher limit of shaft hole. Okay, like this. So see, different color. So this lower limit on the shaft is coming in between the tolerance zone of hole. Okay, so sometimes we will get clearance fit, or sometimes we will get interference fit. Okay, when we will get the clearance fit, so see, this is the same limit of the shaft, but the hole is having higher limit. Okay, hole is having higher limit, then you will have this much of clearance. okay, then you will get clearance fit. But at the same time, if you take same limit of the hole but higher limit of shaft, then you will get interference fit. Okay, so for condition like this, you will get interference fit as well as clearance fit, hence it is called as transition fit. Okay, the next, according to the latest definition, if one of the components is lying in between higher and lower limits of the other component, produces transition fit. Okay, that's what I have cleared, that one of the limit of shaft or hole which is coming in between the limits of hole. Now see, this upper limit of hole is also coming in between, this upper limit of hole is also coming in between the upper and lower limit of shaft, hence we will get here transition fit. Transition fit sometimes produces clearance fit and sometimes interference fit. What are the applications? It is used for producing assemblies like fit between piston and piston rings of IC engine, coupling and coupling rings. Okay, in between piston and piston rings there is a transition fit. Sometimes due to the variation in dimensions, it may produce clearance or it may produce interference fit. Okay, now we have seen types of fits. Okay, so this is the table we can use for finding out fit in between the mating parts. Okay, so for that you have to find out maximum allowance and minimum allowance. Okay, for the maximum, what is the formula for maximum allowance? Okay, so what is maximum allowance? Maximum allowance is equals to, what is its formula? Maximum allowance is equals to maximum limit of hole minus maximum limit minimum limit of shaft. Okay, keep it in mind, maximum for maximum allowance, maximum equals to maximum limit of hole here and opposite to that of minimum limit of shaft. Or you can now tell me what is the minimum allowance, what is the formula for minimum allowance? So minimum allowance is equals to, first of all minimum allowance is there, so minimum limit of hole minus opposite maximum limit of shaft. Okay, put these dimensions, then you will get maximum allowance and minimum allowance. If this maximum allowance is positive and also minimum allowance is positive, then there is always clearance fit. If maximum allowance is positive, minimum allowance is negative, then there is transition fit. Maximum allowance negative, minimum allowance positive, then there is also a transition fit. And if both are negative, then there will be interference fit. Okay, if both are positive, then there will be clearance fit. If both are negative, there will be interference fit. And if one of them is positive and other is negative, then there will be transition fit. Okay, so in next lecture we will see some important problems on types of fits. Okay, thank you.